what is defense? Defense is survive, right? They're in the presence of a threat, or they perceive a threat. What are the uses of defense?
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation. What else do we get in defense that we don't get in prey? Also prey. I think it was actually an extension of prey. One of the biggest benefits to defense is we get fucking huge displays of aggression. Right? Those woo, those big fucking barks. You don't get that in prey. In prey you get fucking goofy shit, right? To me, the prey squealing and screaming is way more intimidating, but it's because I know dog shit. To the average person, a dog barking with deep fucking guttural barks and slobber flying everywhere is pretty fucking intimidating, right? So if we know that defense is being in the presence of a threat or perceived threat, and we know vocalizations in defense are trying to do what?
Deter.
Deter, get rid of that threat, right? Get the fuck out of here. Why it's important that we're able to identify those things as decoys is because if a dog was on this table in prey, they will vocalize in prey. It's not natural, but they will, right? They'll fucking squeak at us because of frustration, give us stupid barks if their mouth was, fucking do retarded things. But a dog's motivation in prey with vocalizations is what? To get us or get us closer to them. In defense is to get us the fuck away from them, right? If we can't identify where that dog's working in, we can think that we're positively reinforcing a defensive dog by getting closer to them in the vocalizations, when really what are we doing? We're positively punishing them. We're doing the one thing that they don't want us to do. So we have to be able to identify, oh, that dog's fucking being defensive right now. They don't fucking want me close. And we pay them by giving them distance. Right? And then if they get flat on us or whatever, we can say, hey, motherfucker, I'm going to get closer to you if you don't stop me. Does that make sense? So defense is a super vulnerable drive to work a dog in period. It's not one of my favorite drives. I think they should all be exposed. Police dogs should be exposed to that because it's important to know what it feels like to not just be king shit all the time. But it's very vulnerable. Make fucking one wrong move with the wrong dog, and they start telling you about the fine print in their contract that says they didn't fucking sign up for this shit. Right? So we have to be with green decoys. I don't let them fucking do any of this.
And that's why he stepped in. Did you guys catch it? Courtney was trying to make the best of what he had, and he was trying to promote a bite out of the defensive drive. But we've all collectively been in this room long enough where we're like, no, time to fuck out. Let's not take 10 steps backwards just for that one step forward. Because, like you said, if you promote a bite in defense, now you can actually create havoc. Because now the dog has learned when I feel threatened, it's fight or flight, right? We all know that syndrome. Like, we don't want to create, like, the dogs that bite you with no sign, no warning, those are the motherfuckers you have to worry about, right? The ones that give you signs, we can work with that. But with this, hit the nail on the head. As a decoy, you better learn how to shift out of gears and revert that drive.
Dog in a trash can and I fucking kick the side of it. He's not fucking prey, right? He's like, oh fuck, what can I do here right now? Let me fuck this guy up. He decides, while he's feeling vulnerable, I need to be forward with my aggression. He gets forward with his aggression. Now I was originally the predator, fucking beating the shit out of him. Look, you earned the predator spot. Ow, that fucking hurt me. Now I'm the prey. Making sense? So it's continuously moving and changing, and we're not just staying in that one point. We need them to have exposure to, hey, this is what it's like to feel a little bit defensive. You know what to do. When I grab your foot, you don't really like it, you're feeling kind of vulnerable, you know what to do. It's the same fucking answer. You punch forward, you bite harder, you fight more. Right? And the more that we expose them to that, the more we can push those thresholds and build stronger dogs in general. But again, it depends on where we start with those. We have to start with something that already has those characteristics. And this is not to say that your dog or anyone's dog doesn't have those characteristics, but it's realistic. We're all big grown folks. We have to decide, is this the right dog to invest all my time? Making sense? Any questions?